wars, yes, your wars, for these perpetual wars are not of our choosing, that your wars will destroy the planet that is our home. And along with every other living thing, we will be sacrificed on the altar of two things: profits from the war to line the pockets of the very, very few, and the hegemonic march of some empire or other towards unipolar world domination. That road leads only to disaster. Everyone on that road has a red button in their briefcase.
Roger Waters, el legendario fundador de Pink Floyd, se dirige a la ONU al cumplirse un año de la invasión militar de Rusia en Ucrania.
We are here to consider possibilities for peace in war-torn Ukraine, especially in light of the aforementioned increasing volume of weapons arriving in that unhappy country. I think of our brothers and sisters in Ukraine and elsewhere who, through no fault of their own, find themselves in dire and often deadly circumstances. Over there, in Ukraine, they may be soldiers facing another deadly day at the front, or they may be mothers or fathers facing the awful question, how can I feed my child today? Or they may be civilians, not knowing that today the lights will go out for sure, as they always do in war zones, knowing that there is no fresh water, that there is no fuel for the stove, no blanket, just barbed wire and watchtowers and walls and enmity. We the people wish to live. We wish to live in peace, in conditions of parity that give us the real opportunity to look after ourselves and our loved ones. To help us, you may have to consider our predicament, and to do so, you may have to take your eye off the ball for a moment, to put your own goals momentarily to one side. What are your goals, by the way? What are your goals? What is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Bigger profits for war industries, more power globally, a bigger share of the global cake. The voiceless majority is concerned that your wars, yes, your wars, for these perpetual wars are not of our choosing, that your wars will destroy the planet that is our home. And along with every other living thing, we will be sacrificed on the altar of two things: profits from the war to line the pockets of the very, very few, and the hegemonic march of some empire or other towards unipolar world domination. Please reassure us that that is not your vision, for there is no good outcome down that road. That road leads only to disaster. Everyone on that road has a red button in their briefcase. And the further we go down that road, the closer the itchy fingers get to that red button, and the closer we all get to Armageddon. Today, our brief is the possibility of peace in the Ukraine, with special reference to the arming of the Kiev regime by third parties. The invasion of Ukraine by the Russian Federation was illegal. I condemn it in the strongest possible terms. Also, the Russian invasion of Ukraine was not unprovoked. So I also condemn the provocateurs in the strongest possible terms. In our opinion, the only sensible course of action today is to call for an immediate ceasefire in Ukraine. No ifs, no buts, no ands. Not one more Ukrainian or Russian life is to be spent. Not one. They are all precious in our eyes.
A un año del inicio de la guerra, unos 8,000 civiles han muerto y más de 8 millones abandonaron sus hogares para escapar de los ataques en condición de refugiados. Mientras tanto, el gobierno de Estados Unidos aprobó un nuevo paquete de equipo militar para Ucrania y Vladimir Putin anunció que abandona el Tratado de No Proliferación de Armas Nucleares. El escenario no es alentador, pero en un esfuerzo por conseguir la paz, la ONU aprobó una resolución para exigir el final definitivo de la guerra. Mi nombre es Kimberly Ramos y esto es Notibomba.